Hip flexor love. Go ahead and bring the one knee in towards the chest and maybe roll the ankle and cradle the knee from side to side. And then we'll find some activation. Lengthen out the other leg and bring the toes back towards the shin. Bring the arms down by your sides and try and keep the knee where it is. And then we'll switch sides, kind of playing around with that activation. Bring the other knee in towards the chest. Do the little love movement first, and then find the activation. Lengthen the other leg out, and try to keep the knee where it was. And then switch back and forth, just kind of playing around with keeping the toes towards the shin, bringing the knee in, feeling the hip flexor activate. And then grab something that's stiff and light, kind of like a yoga block, and then bring it to your knee and kind of press them into one another and start to move them back and forth, slowly making the movement a little bigger the more that you go. Imagine that intensity dial in the mind kind of like starting at 5 to 10% and then gradually growing. For this next one, you'll grab a strap it around the arch of the one foot, keep the knee bent and pull back on the strap as you press down into the strap with the foot. Playing around with the same activation that we were just doing with the block, except with a strap, so it might feel a little different here. This one will be an active hamstring stretch, so you'll grab your strap it around the arch of one foot, and extend the foot towards the sky. Reach the toes back towards you and press out with the heel, imagining a lengthening is happening from the right shoulder down to the right hip crease. And then bring the right leg across the body, kind of like in a twist. Don't allow the right hip to come up. Come back up to center, turn the toes out to the right like a dial, and then reach the right leg over to the right side. For this next one, you'll want to come to a seated position and sit on something so you can sit on the front of the sit bones. You'll have a block or a book that's right next to your feet while your feet are extended, and you'll lift the leg up and over, doing one leg at a time. You should feel the hip flexor working here. Try to keep the spine still and upright. Come to standing. Bring the knee in towards the chest and slide the knee out to the side, and then bring it back to center. Grab that block from earlier and do the same thing we did while reclined, pressing the block into the knee and the block back into the hand, slowly starting to change the intensity dial to 15 to 20%. This last one, you'll want a resistance or a TheraBand to strap around the one foot and then tie it around the other above the knee. And you'll bring the knee in towards the chest in front and then out to the side, and then play around with crossing it in front of the body, feeling that tension, pulling the strap into the chest, across the body, and then out to the side, feeling the hip flexor work. Let me know what you think.